Late one night in the winter of 1933, a young nobleman named Anton Holberg poured another round of drinks for all of his buddies who were sitting inside of one of Anton's many sitting rooms inside of his huge castle that he owned in southern Poland. The friend of his that was the dealer for this round of blackjack began to deal, but as he did, there was this sudden, really loud creaking sound that came from right above them. And in this sudden stillness, Anton, he sort of made a jest, and he goes, "Oh boy, that's the monk." When Anton took ownership of this huge castle, he was told that everything's fine, except there's one bedroom upstairs that's totally off limits, because apparently it is haunted by a hooded monk. And Anton, he actually had never gone in that bedroom because he believed the story was true. And so maybe that creak we heard was the monk. But this friend, when they heard this from Anton, their reaction was, wait a minute, you have a bedroom in this castle that you own that you literally haven't gone inside of? And as they said it out loud, all of Anton's other friends sort of picked up on how cowardly it seemed for Anton to have never gone in, until finally they dared him, "Tonight, you should stay the night in that bedroom to show us that you're really not afraid." And eventually, because Anton was so drunk, he finally said, "Fine, I'll go in there and I'll spend the night. I'll show you that this is just a story. It's no big deal." And he goes inside the room and he shuts the door, and everybody went to bed. Several hours later, in the middle of the night, as all the friends are all asleep, there's this sudden, extremely loud, blood-curdling scream coming from the bedroom where Anton was. And so the friends, they jump out of bed and they get to the room that Anton's in, but it's locked. But after pounding and yelling on the door, there was no response. And so they began smashing this door, ramming into it, until finally they literally blew the door off its hinges. And when they looked into the room, they find Anton, and he's dead. And he's laying on the bed on his back, and the only sign of something that happened to him is there's this red mark around his neck. But it becomes even more mysterious when you consider the whole story about this ghost that haunted this castle. So Anton, when he would typically tell the story, would just basically say, well, there's this evil hooded monk that is upstairs in one of the bedrooms, and that's why I don't go in it. But that's not the whole story. That's just kind of the version that Anton would tell. The whole story was, this castle has been haunted for hundreds of years. There is an evil monk that lives in that bedroom upstairs, and if you go in there, the evil monk will kill you by strangling you with a thin rope. That's the story. And so it really makes you wonder, because to this day, nobody knows how Anton Holberg died alone in that locked bedroom after seemingly being strangled by a rope that didn't exist.